kalatvlive Machiegni Pacho ma e odwa.
En kanyo tarik prario janeno mano mar kalatvlive dweno mar ang'wen higa 2026 gie sani antiere kae mar mondo mi akelni weche mago manyien mag Machiegni Pacho. Wechego mowuok achiel kachiel e mesawa mano mar kawo weche manyien. Ageno ni kamoro amora ma intiere makare kendo wang' jowi mano mar kala osebedo ka kelo ni mor. Nyinga Nelly Achieng' Ndine jaloko mara Bella Achieng'. Wayudo kanyo ni mana ka odong' ndalo machop to jatend piny Kenya biro bedo ka timo limbe e gwenge mago ma Murang'a mano tarik 24 mano tich abich. Jotelo mago ma bende wuok e gwengego owuok oko kendo gikwayo oganda mondo mi gibi girwaki e gwenge mago ma Murang'a kono jatend piny Kenya gi mora mago ma bende iwuoro. Ne giwacho ni giseyudo ber mathoth ka wuok kuom piny owacho mano mar jatend piny Kenya William Ruto, kama bende ne giwacho ni e kinde limbe mare no obiro bedo koyawo chenro mago mopogore opogore mago mag dongruok kanyo ma bende oting'o utego mago ma bende nengo gi ogore piny kaachiel kod chiro mano ma Nyasaye ma bende wachore ni biro bedo ka muonyo omenda maromo bilion 27 duto te.
Tusichukue vitu ndogo ndogo, makosa ambayo si yetu sisi kama serikali, si yetu sisi kama viongozi, tunaitumia kwa wananchi kuhakikisha kuweza kuleta kasia, kuweza kuweka vijana wetu kwa barabara. Mimi nataka kukemea wale wanapanga maandamano. Maandamano saa hii haitasaidia, haitarudisha bei ya mafuta chini, haitarudisha bei ya maisha chini. Kitu tarudisha bei ya maisha chini ni tukiungana tupate suluhu ya kuhakikisha kwamba kule vita zimetokea kule Middle East kama dunia, tutafanyaje ndio zisiendelee, tuendelee kupata mafuta yetu kama kawaida.
Kuhimiza vijana wetu wapuuzilie mbali wale wachochezi ambao tunawajua, wale wachochezi ambao badala ya kusaidia vijana kazi yao ni kuwatumia kama goons, wale ambao badala ya kusaidia vijana kama vile sisi tumekuja hapa kujumuika na vijana kwa michezo, kazi yao ni kuwapeleka barabarani, kuwapatia mihadarati na kuwapatia bangi. Sisi tunawaomba vijana wetu wawapuuze siku ya Jumanne.
Hati mamos kom duol mano mabende opogore kanyo no kata kamano lipota mano mabende owuok e gwenge ma Murang'a no waiko ni wabiro bedo ka wamigo bang'e. E weche mago mamoko wayudo kanyo ni jatend duond bura mano mar DCP Rigathi Gachagua okoni nitiere mago maling'ling mano ma piny owacho chano mano mar timo mar rocho chenro mano mar ndiko jolut ombulu mano mabende itayo e pacho kae kod duol mano mar IEBC. Ne wacho ni kata ne wacho ni piny owacho mano mamalo chano mano mar rocho chenro mar ndiko jolut ombulu moloyo to e kuondego kata e gwengego mago mabende kweth ma obalo kod piny owacho nitiere koda mbi mano mar siasa. Weche makamagi ne wacho e sach nyasi mano mar yawayanga kata yango jachung' e lemo mar gavana kod otiko mano mar duond bura mar DCP John Mwaura. Rigathi bende ne ojiwo rowere mago mag Gen Z mondo mi giwuog oko kendo gindikre kaka jolut ombulu. Noloso kama:
As we go towards the general election, William Ruto and his people, sensing defeat, have decided to have selective issuance of IDs. Areas perceived to be against William Ruto, our young people are being denied IDs. In Nakuru, communities that support William Ruto are being issued IDs within 2 or 3 days, and chiefs from those communities are collecting the IDs and taking them home. to the young people. Communities perceived to be against William Ruto are taking between 3 to 4 months for their IDs to be processed. We want to call on William Ruto and the government to stop selective issuance of IDs. They should stop discrimination. All Kenyan children deserve IDs, whether they support or oppose William Ruto. And we are putting the Registrar of Persons on notice. If this discrimination does not stop, we shall request our young people, the Gen Zs, to occupy the registration centers, the Huduma centers, and your offices in Nairobi. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to our young people, the Gen Zs. The people of Kenya are looking upon you to liberate this country because you are fearless and you are tribeless, and you cannot be manipulated and bribed with money by William Ruto. I want to ask the Gen Zs, my sons and daughters, my grandchildren, Kenya, our motherland, looks upon you to save this country. You are the only vote that we know that cannot be compromised. I want to commend you for what you have done so far, creating awareness among the people of Kenya through the smartphone. But I want to appeal to you, my children, that the real transformation of this country will take place on the ballot box. And the tools of change that you need is the ID and the vote. I want to ask all the Gen Zs in the remaining 9 days to come out in millions and register as voters so that next year you can lead all of us because we trust you. We believe in you. You cannot be compromised. You are steadfast. You lead us into getting the real transformation of the Republic of Kenya by making William Ruto one term and getting new leadership in this country.
Eweche mamoko mago mabende timore kaunti ma Kisumu kae en ni kamiti e bura mano mamalo mano mabende rango kaka itiyo kod bunge Pacho kae ka otelnegi kod jaod bura mano mabaringo South Migosi Charles Kamuren ne ochopo e kaunti mano ma Kisumu kama bende ne gichoko pacho ganda ewi yorno kata ewi loso chikego mago mabende biro bedo karito yutogo mago mag bunge e Pacho kae.
The bill that we were amending and people were contributing was a bill concerning with the forestry conservation and management bill of 2025. This bill is so necessary at this time because of the new dynamics as a result of climate change. This bill is coming to assist in regulation in formation of different bodies within the forestry over the management so that we can enhance revenue collection, we can enhance forestry coverage of 30% as by the international standards, also the 15 billion trees.
Kathambi Chepkonye, Member of Parliament, Joro constituency, Nakuru County. In this bill, we are coming up with an academy where our officers are going to be trained because this is purely a very special case. And also on these matters, we are coming also with a new office which is going to do purely regulations, the Office of Director of Forest Regulations. We would also like to encourage each one of us, we must take an action so that we can make this country better for all of us. And actually, let us, all of us, plant trees. Let us support His Excellency the President on the concept of the 15 billion trees.
Keme, County MP Kericho, to add by saying that plantations will be very, very important, and anybody who will do it as a business will actually get something out of it. And so to add is to say that we also have women, we have people living with disability. From the participation here, they have to be included in the management of the forest. And maybe to also add is to say that forest is key, and whatever we do, we'll have to add to the 15 billion trees, and we want to have Kenya known in the world that it is actually doing much of environmental conservation and management.
Jalupo gai mano mar duond buch siasa mar Jubilee Fred Machiegni owuok kendo kwayo rowere mar mondo mi gitem giwuok kendo gindikre kaka joluto ombulu ka wacho ni chala kata piny Kenya sani to koro nitiere e lwetgi. Machiegni bende ne wuoyo gwengego mago makerugoya kocha kama bende ne otiyo kod thuolo makamano mano mar lero ne rowere ber mar yiero jotelogo mago makare.
Please, we should all thank the Lord for being born and being present in Kenya. This is one of our great countries on earth. The Lord has blessed us with a wonderful country. There's nothing wrong with our country. It's the mistakes that we have made sometimes in the management of our nation, which all of us seek to correct humbly and genuinely to ensure that we can be better and we can have a better day tomorrow than we have today. And you young people have a greater responsibility in this, because if age is anything to go by, many of you will outlive the people seated on this side of the sanctuary. And therefore you have a greater responsibility to do more and exert yourselves more in the journey and in the path of making Kenya a greater country than it is today. You have taught us many things. From the happenings of the 25th of June 2024, you've taught us that it's possible to live in this country tribelessly, that it's possible to live in this country focusing on the things that need to be done. And that's why I am so grateful to see so many young people volunteering themselves and stepping into the responsibilities of leadership. I want to encourage you young people. Let us now occupy leadership. Let's not just talk about occupying the spaces we have been occupying. The 2027 general elections should be about young people occupying leadership at all cadres, so that you make the changes that you desire and the changes you would like to see in your country. I love the drive that even the church is supporting of objective, peaceful, inclusive conversation on the future of our country. Please, young people, you are more than those of us who cannot be described as young, which means take charge, take control. If politics is a game of numbers, please take charge of that game as young people. And take it so seriously that you do not allow people who do not make sense to you or who do not offer credible proposals on how our country should go forward to have an opportunity to occupy positions of leadership. The debate now is about the future of our country. So we urge you, I would like to urge you, to boldly and courageously move forward and make your contribution to the welfare, the betterment of our country.
Jalup Governor County mano ma Kakamega Ayub Savula santo koro woko kendo chayo weche moko mabende ne owach kod Governor mano ma County Masia James Orengo mabende ne okwayo rowere mondo miyo biyo wuogo kod chieng' mano makiny kendo gibag ng'anyo e pacho kae ka gikwedo pek mano mar ngima e kind weche mago mamoko. Savula ne owacho ni kik rowere uyie mar mondo mi oti kod gi marach. Owira ni piny owacho oseketo yore duto te mano mar neno ni midhiero mano mar medruok mag nengo modhi e pacho kae kaachiel kod nengo kata pek mano mar ngima ibiro tieki mapiyo piyo.
Maneno ya kupigana na serikali vijana, please tuachane nayo. Naona Orengo jana yuko Nakuru kule anaambia vijana mjitayarishe kesho muende maandamano Nairobi. Huyo Orengo anasema lazima tu eject President Ruto kutoka ofisi. Uta eject President Ruto na maandamano kweli kwa street? You can only vote out a president through the ballot. So Orengo, don't incite youth waende violence. Ukitaka kuincite youth, chukua watoto wako peleka kwa hiyo demonstration. Wacha watoto wa watu. Hao watoto wa watu ukipigwa risasi wewe Orengo utakaramia. So vijana nawaomba msisikie wanasiasa kama hao. Orengo, you are a governor, you have a government, don't mislead the youth. Wewe unapata mshahara kwa serikali. Huyu kijana unataka aende demonstration, utamlipa? Yeye anapata mshahara kwa serikali. Yeye ana gari ya serikali. Bibi yake anapata mshahara kwa serikali. Anaambia vijana aenda demonstration. Vijana nawahimiza msimame na William Ruto kazi isonge mbele. Kama ni issue ya mafuta, tumwambia William Ruto toa VAT from 16 mpaka 8. Sababu tunajali maisha ya hawa watu wa chini. Ndio hivyo.
Moko kuom jod bura oko chayo kweth mano mabende obalo kod piny owacho mabende ne okwayo rowere mondo migi buon ng'anyo mano mabende oluongi odiochieng' mano makiny mar kwedo nengo mamalo mano mar ngima. Giwacho ni piny owacho nitiere kod chenro mano makare mano mar tieko midhiero maket koda mano. Ne giloso ikolomani kocha.
Tusichukue vitu ndogo ndogo, makosa ambayo si yetu sisi kama serikali, si yetu sisi kama viongozi, tunaitumia kwa wananchi kuhakikisha kuweza kuleta kasia, kuweza kuweka vijana wetu kwa barabara. Mimi nataka kukemea wale wanapanga maandamano. Maandamano saa hii haitasaidia, haitarudisha bei ya mafuta chini, haitarudisha bei ya maisha chini. Kitu tarudisha bei ya maisha chini ni tukiungana tupate suluhu ya kuhakikisha kwamba kule vita zimetokea kule Middle East kama dunia, tutafanyaje ndio zisiendelee, tuendelee kupata mafuta yetu kama kawaida.
Kuhimiza vijana wetu wapuuzilie mbali wale wachochezi ambao tunawajua. Wale wachochezi ambao badala ya kusaidia vijana kazi yao ni kuwatumia kama goons. Wale ambao badala ya kusaidia vijana kama vile sisi tumekuja hapa kujumuika na vijana kwa michezo, kazi yao ni kuwapeleka barabarani, kuwapatia mihadarati na kuwapatia bangi. Sisi tunawaomba vijana wetu wawapuuze. Siku ya Jumanne watu waende kazini kama kawaida. Pia tunahamasisha Wakenya washike kura kwa wingi hapa Kakamega. Hao vijana wote ambao wako hapa, Mheshimiwa Shinali pamoja na mimi, tumehakikisha ya kwamba wale wa kuregister kura wamefika hapa. Maafisa wanaidhinisha wale vijana ambao wanafaa kushika kura, na tukitoka hapa mimi pamoja na Mheshimiwa Shinali pia tunaenda pale Shinyalu katika sehemu ya Khaega na Sigalagala tuhakikisha tunaendeleza ili zoezi la uandishi wa wapiga kura wapya katika orodha.
Gwenge ma Migori kocha wayudo kanyo ni moko kuom jodak mago mabende wuok e kaunti ma Migori sento koro nyiso luoro margi ka otenore kod pogruok e wechego mago mag siasa mago mabende gisebedo ka gineno e kind josiasa mago mabende oyiere gwenge ma Migori kono. Ne giwacho ni pogruok makamano ok nyis chia makare kata telo mano makare mawinjore gi chwal ne oganda. Ne gikwayo jotelogo mondo miyo ti kod thuolo magintiere godo gi sani mano mar tiyo kata chwalo kata chopo kare moko kuom singo mago mabende ne gisingo ne oganda makono. Bende ne giwacho ni ber ka oketa maino e wechego mago mabende nyalo kelo ne oganda lokruok kata dongruok ka girito sechego mago mag yiero mahiga manyien.
In Migori County does not in any way reflect what the public stand for. This 1 year remaining, let's give each and every elected leader space to work. As citizens, we shall judge them properly. Senate is a national entity, but they oversight the counties. If there is anything that maybe the county in one way or the other has done something that is not in order, the Senate should address it in a way that does not bring commotion, because you must have documentary evidence.
Case in point, when you mention like some amount to the tune of 70 million getting lost, you can really arouse emotions of wananchi, and they can erroneously go for a leader's neck when the information later on is realized was not true. So even if we are interested in seats, we need to do it with a lot of due diligence. If Senator is interested in vying for governorship and is looking for a springboard, it is okay, it is democratic right, but it needs to be done in a manner that is in consultation with the members and in line with our constitution.
Governor na Senate, kitu ambayo ungefanya, waache mambo ya chuki. Mambo mengi, umbano nyingi aachane naye. Senator angeacha matarau kwa governor. Tulete maendeleo.
The senator is trying to be at loggerhead with our honorable governor for unknown reasons. But we are requesting as people who need development, people who are following the wings and the development processes of our governor, are requesting the Honorable Eddie, as the senator, to desist from the kind of challenges that he's been giving the governor, not giving him total freedom to serve the county plus the people who elected him.
Mvutano wao kati ya watu hao wawili haisaidii wananchi, kwa sababu wananchi waliwachagua wakiwa na imani kwamba watawafanyia kazi ambayo inafaa kufanya. Sasa wakifikia tu wanavutana mambo yao binafsi, hiyo haitusaidii, na ndio maana inatuletea changamoto.
Tena tunaomba gavana wetu, tunakupenda sana na tunajua kazi yenye unafanya. Tafadhali usiweke masikio yako kwa yale Eddie anasema. Fanya kazi, weka ECD kila mahali, tengeneza barabara. Wacha aongee.
Gavana anafanyia wananchi kazi. Na senator ndio hatujui yale maneno anahitaji ifanyike.
Aga mumoya kikidhi mabor kaduogo takelo ni weche mamoko mathoth.
Be in jalno mamanyo gige gedo motegno, mabeyo, mabudho, kendo maopodhi. Chom manago Mikos Company Limited man kod mwandu mag gedo kama oting'o renge kaka Crown, Basco, Duracot kod Sadolin. Bende wan kod renge mag exterior kod interior makoth okethi, roof coatings kod wood finishes. Wanyalo kelo ni simiti modhuro kata mathoth ka idwaro. Masonry, reinforcement materials gi professional project support and consultancy. Wayudore opposite Regnal Petrol Nyamasaria, Machiegni kod County Concrete. Tudri kodwa e namba simu magin 07 14 49 56 74 0714495674 kata 07 28 66 38 0728663855. Gomikos Company Limited, your trusted building partner.
Komuch to wan kore duoko mag tuke mopogore opogore, jotugo motimogi, kuonde mag timogie, to gin tuke mage mabiro. Mano emomiyo wan ka e chenro mar chal pewe. Tudri kodwa wuok tich nyaka tich abich saa 11 mar midhiambo nyaka saa 12 mar midhiambo, kama wanyisi motimore e pewe duto mana e Kala TV.
Machiegni kendo wadhi nyime yudo weche manyien mago maga machiegni pacho. Wayudo kanyo ne yangore ni maloyo masiche 400 osetimore e nam lolwe e bwo higni 10 mago mabende osekalo. Thoe mago mabende romo 296 bende osenenre e nam lolwe, ka bende thoe makamagi ne okel kod rem luwo chike mago mabende oketi kod Kenya Maritime Authority. Kaluwore kod apisa mano maka KMA Oliver Maina, okoni thoe mago mabende romo 420 duto te ne otimore kind higa 2015 kod higa 2025. Ne owacho weche gi seche mabende ne ochwalo lipot e gwenge mago mabondo, kama bende omedo ni thoth thoego ne inyalo geng'a mana ka bende ne oti kod gigo machalo kaka life jackets kaachiel kod luwo chikego mago mag KMA.
My name is Oliver Maina from the Department of Maritime Safety at Kenya Maritime Authority. I'll give a very brief overview of the project itself. The project is called the Kenya Lake Victoria Maritime Communications and Transport Project. It was first conceived in 2014 by the 3 East African countries, Tanzania, Kenya and Uganda. However, the project faced some structural difficulties in its implementation, leading Kenya to decide to implement the project as a national project by the Kenya Maritime Authority. Initially, the project was costed at 600 million shillings. But then, because we have our own unique challenges in Kenya, the Kenya Maritime Authority decided to use the project to address the many issues that prevail in the waters here in Lake Victoria. We are using this project to address the very many issues pertaining to the operations of vessels. And the issues, if I could name some of them, are 1, substandard vessels, 2, uncertified coxswains, 3, overloading of cargo and carrying excess passengers, all right? And then we have so many accidents, like in our statistics, we recorded about 420 accidents, leading to 269 fatalities over a period of 10 years between 2025 and 2015. So that's quite a high number, because we have 420 accidents leading to 269 fatalities. So the severity of it, you can see every accident potentially leads to 2 fatalities. And out of that data as well, we are using this project to address the very many issues pertaining to the operations of vessels. And the issues, if I could name some of them, are 1, substandard vessels, 2, uncertified coxswains, 3, overloading of cargo and carrying excess passengers, all right? And then we have so many accidents, like in our statistics, we recorded about 420 accidents, leading to 269 fatalities over a period of 10 years between 2025 and 2015. So that's quite a high number, because we have 420 accidents leading to 269 fatalities. So the severity of it, you can see every accident potentially leads to 2 fatalities. And out of that data as well, we found out that most of the deaths are caused by drowning deaths. And drowning deaths, like you keep on saying, are preventable by simply wearing what? A life jacket, all right? But now there are problems, root causes of these problems. One is the high cost of complying with the regulations or with the standards. Another one is the low household incomes, where the risk perception is quite low, because every income that comes in is divided amongst the needs of that household, so that very few households prioritize the safety. Now, within this program,
Yena mondo mia yenge gikanyo janeno mar Kala TV kata kamano e yor Facebook page ayudo kanyo ote mago mopogore kanyo ma oting'o jamtauda wasi wachone watching live from Awasi border kendo mor kod chenro mano mar weche manyien mag Machiegni Pacho. Margaret Okoth bende wachoni osedonjo chon time kendo neno wechego achiel kachiel. Aneno kanyo Suzy Suzana wachoni osedonjo chenro ka entiere e gwengego mago makisumu e kind ote mago mamoko. Erokamano kuom rango weche manyien mago mag Machiegni Pacho. Tudri koda komolo kanyo sadek abiro bedo ka kelo ni ng'endo weche. Riti masani nyinga Neli Achieng' Ndine jaloko mara Bella Achieng'.